Marriage Huntsville after show. Oh my Lord, what an episode that was it not? Hi everybody. It is 9 o'clock, and in just 1 minute, you guys are going to get the latest episode that you just watched at 9:01. So welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. Talk with Solana. Thank you so much. We had a wonderful time today with Ready to Love. I think there's something dropping on YouTube. Hey, Linda Gamble, welcome in. Nikki News, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I think there's something dropping right now. Well, a little something called YouTube right about now. I think. Oh my Lord. They just dropped. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. They are dropping. So with that being said, y'all ready to do what we do and go on tour? Let's do it. So we're going to kick off the episode with Melody and Marsau. Melody believes Marsau doesn't want Tisha around this strong woman who will find her own strength to leave your manipulative, lying, actual social self. Now, when we think about Tisha Scott and Maury Scott, right? Or Marsau, right? I think what we look at is a broken relationship, right? And we saw this in the last episode where Tisha could tell everybody else's business, but she could not handle her own business. And to me, it's just like, at this point with this couple, why are y'all even here? Y'all are not real about anything. And not to mention, this is a game of how long can I keep up my status? But yet you have a $5.6 million lawsuit out there, allegedly, right? So, power really trips people out. It really does. Power really does trip people out. So, Marsau always want Tisha and Melody to be in a good place. I believe that is so not true. Then it got into the social media awards of 2019 versus 2020. And regardless of when the war was, like, really, this is what we're doing on social media. And Melody said it's never her and Tisha in a social media war. It's always Marsau and Melody. Marsau says he feels like he can't share an opinion without being taken as a jab. However, he does have an opinion. The only problem with that, Marsau, and hey, Taisha J, welcome in. The only problem with that is the simple fact that every time you speak, it is a jab. Like today on the Ray Love panel, I gave some opinions about Janelle, but I wasn't jabbing at her. I was just saying that the way Janelle carried herself today, talking to the executive producers of "You're scum of the earth." No, my opinion is that was the wrong thing to do, and you cut yourself off from future blessings. That's an opinion. A jab would be like, okay, Janelle, your hips are too big. That's a jab at her weight. There's a difference, Marsau, between a jab and an opinion. Okay, so let's not do that, please and thank you. So when he talked about the t-shirt business, he said t-shirt business is a trinket of how he feels about businesses who aren't doing anything. And so that also included Marsau, because he's selling t-shirts. And Melody asked, did you guys get paid for doing the expo? And so Marsau was wondering, like, what does that have to do with anything? Melody was going to speak at the expo, not pay. But when it came to Melody and Marsau saying that she didn't have enough knowledge to speak at the expo, even though she did $1 million in 1 year, Marsau then said it went bankrupt. Now, Marsau, really, bruh? Really? So you said that she went bankrupt, but yet you're $1 million in debt. Make that make sense for me. You are saying to Melody Cherie that the $1 million she did in a year, you tell her she went bankrupt, but yet you said that you're $1 million in debt on an Instagram Live. Okay, do what you want to do. I mean, listen, the choices are yours alone. But with that being said, Melody, she says she went through a divorce, and Melody also said to Marsau, "You ain't been divorced. You'll file for bankruptcy because your finances ain't right." And Melody said a very valid point. I could have said that I didn't want to do an expo with people who got $5 million lawsuit, and Marsau said that would have been respected. Marsau, really? That would have been respected? You don't respect anybody. You don't respect not one care of a person. I'll tell you that. You only care about people if people make you look good. Otherwise, you give two damns about them. Hey, Tina Turner, welcome in. Glad to have you here. So, Marsau, just stop with the cap. Just stop with the cap. So, Marsau met Melody in 2014. And she has had 5 years of, entrepreneurship, because Marsau said that he did not know all of what Melody did, because every time he hears about Melody, it seems like it's a new business on top of another business, on top of another business, and throwing anything to the wall to see what sticks. And honestly, I mean, let's see what is sticking. I mean, her becoming a doctor, 7th Avenue, singing, production company, reality star, property preservation, her class, speaking engagements, her t-shirt business that you shaded her about. I'm trying to think what else. Sugar mama. 10 things. 10 things. 10 damn things. But yet, you can't have one thing stick to the wall. But whatever. So, Melody said that she still does property preservation, and Marsau does appreciate marketing and property preservation. And so what Melody said to Marsau was, the fact that you are downplaying my business acumen and expertise is basically just disrespectful in so many words. And so, Marsau does value Melody and what she does. And even though he has an opinion, that doesn't mean that he is degrading or downplaying her as a person. So Marsau just said, can we, just because I give an opinion doesn't mean that it's a jab. So Melody said, as long as we are going to move forward, can we make sure that opinions are not jabs? And you know what? For that, I definitely do agree. Because at the end of the day, if all you can do is offer jabs and all of them are problems, but you can't come to the table for conversation and be a solution, then you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Absolutely. So that's why I truly think of it. Thank you, Shan. Hey, Shan, welcome in. Yes, I am in a different studio. And so I thought, hey, you know what? Since this is Virtual Tour Live, why not have the city in the background with me? So, I'm trying out some new things. Good to have you here. So with that being said, let's go over to Tiffany and Big Lou. Tiffany wants more from Lou. As you guys know, Big Lou is an assistant baseball coach and pitching coach at Alabama A&M. So Lou goes from one season to the next. And Tiffany then asks, Big Lou, when you said having a baby, did you say that because you don't want to be here or that you won't be here? Now, honestly, Big Lou did say something that was very important, that regardless of what was going to happen, life was going to change eventually. And I totally agree with that. I think it's very unfair to, talk to your husband in the way of, a baby just because, he wanted a baby, meaning that he wasn't going to be responsible. I just felt like that was, out of line to me. Because Big Lou seems like he takes care of business. Any and all aspects of business, you know what I mean? So I just thought that was a little out the way. So, Tiffany cries while Ace is in his rocking chair. And, Tiffany starts explaining all these problems to Big Lou. And, Tiffany, said, the reason why I feel so overwhelmed is because I try to be all people to all people, And she feels like she's failing herself. After doing all that, she still feels that she lets herself down. Tiffany says she doesn't look great after gaining weight, and the doctor says that she can't work out for 8 weeks. Now, personally, I am not a spouse. And I don't have any kids. I'm the biggest kid I'm raising right now. But in the same token, though, like, that was your doctor's recommendation that, you need time to heal. So that doctor was doing what they were supposed to do. But also, too, what is wrong with extra weight? My Lord Jesus. Some of y'all try to get these, snatch bodies and stuff after having a kid. Listen, thick is where it's at. Okay? I'm just going to be real about it. There's something beautiful about a woman when she fills out a whole entire dress. Okay, as long as Big Lou ain't complaining, that's the person you need to be caring about the most. Okay, don't worry about what people are going to say. Oh, you overweight. Oh, you look sloppy, this and that. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we all are labeled. We are put in a box, and we all are going to be cast aside by somebody. Okay, we all been rejected, but also we all been accepted. Okay, so that extra weight thing. And listen, far be it from me to tell grown women how to be with their body. Right? Because there's body dysmorphia, there's eating disorders, you were bullied growing up, maybe. So I get that. But don't allow your past to hold back the present that you're able to enjoy. And don't let what you're going through now dictate the future that's ahead of you. I know that's easier said than done. Because at the end of the day, we all have insecurities. But my Lord, if we all let our insecurities be our strongholds, guess what? There wouldn't be a thing called life. Because basically everybody on this earth is insecure to some degree. Everyone's broken to some degree. And the biggest thing is everybody has fear to some degree. You understand? So just being honest, all right? Just want to put that out there just to level the playing field. So, with that being said, postpartum depression is real, but didn't expect it to happen for her. Then Tiffany says that she is glad that he is here, or that he could make time. And Big Lou said, why would I not? So when Tiffany was running the businesses, Lou took care of everything at the house. And Tiffany said the fantasy of having a baby together, that was her fantasy that she had. But in reality, not having Lou makes Tiffany feel depleted. And listen, I can only imagine not having your spouse, right, in your corner as your new mom. That can be draining, that can be hectic, and that can also be chaotic. In the same token, you also have to recognize that support has levels to it. And Big Lou said something that I think was really important. He said for the first few weeks that he took time out to make sure that baby was okay. But after that, he had to do what he needed to do. Because if he did do what he needed to do, you would have been saying, okay, why aren't you working? Why aren't you providing? Why aren't you protecting? So you can't have, one without the other. You know what I mean? But that's just me. You know what I mean? So it says here, though Tiffany thought that life would be the same with Ace, but soon as Ace came, you were gone. That made Tiffany appreciate Lou more. Tiffany says, the doctor said don't pick up anything more than your baby. You can't go to the gym. And Big Lou says you're not less than as a person or mom. Your body is what it is, and you put yourself under that pressure. Now, for some that will be hypersensitive about that, hey, T-Talk with your girl, glad to have you here. For those that will be hypersensitive about what he said, that you put yourself through that pressure, I don't think he was trying to say that she was putting herself through that pressure of becoming pregnant. I think it's the pressure of you put yourself through that pressure of trying to get your body back, which that doesn't have to be the case. At all. That does not have to be the case at all. Like I told you, this is a thick girl channel over here. All day, every day. Like from sun up to sundown till I ride high to heaven. till, with with every step I take, it's thick girls all day. And I think at the end of the day, and I've said this before, society has told us what rules to follow, but they don't even give a damn about their own rules. So why should you? That's how I truly feel. Because at the end of the day, thick, skinny, whatever, you still have to be able to live your life every day. Real talk. So with that being said, Tiffany Way at 15 years and life is more calculated. Y'all hang on one second. I'm still talking to y'all. Just give me a moment. But yeah, life is more calculated in Tiffany Way for 15 years because at the end of the day, in the beginning, they didn't have these different careers. And of course, what you do now is different than what you do back then, but you should not feel bad about taking responsibility and doing what you need to do. That come on, like, in the words of Uncle Ben from, Spider-Man, great power comes great responsibility. So, then Tiffany does something that I felt was completely out the way, in terms of, Lou. And Tiffany brings up Lou's dad in relation to Ace. And she says, do you want Ace to feel that he doesn't have a connection with his dad, just like you did have a connection with your dad? And I'm just like, really? Is this what we're doing? Are we really going to bring up a black man's trauma to make a point? That was not fair at all. That was not fair at all. Because here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, just because you may not have your dad does not mean that you can't be a good dad. I mean, look at LeBron James, for example. Shout out to Ohio, by the way. Just because he did not have his dad did not mean he didn't grow up to be a great dad. He could retire right now from the NBA and be set. Sometimes as it is just as important as knowing what to do, it's just as important as knowing what not to do and who not to become. Okay, so Tiffany, that was outlined, because guess what? If he wanted to say, well, guess what? With you feeling this way about you not being your best self and being a good mom, he could say, well, do you feel that, because of your mom not treating you with respect, that maybe you can't be a good mom? And you would have been upset with that. Hey, Strawberry Taffy, welcome in. Glad to have you here. So I just felt that was a little out the way. Tiffany wants more quality time, and Big Lou says it's a difference between wanting it and not having it. And I agree. And listen, I can't be upset with Tiffany for how she feels, but also too, in the same token, you gotta give Big Lou some slack, because at least he is out here trying to progress, trying to invest, trying to be everything he can for you. And this is the thing too. Sometimes we put standards, requirements, definitions, our perspective or what have you, a little too damn high. Just a little too damn high. And I think if we just came down just a little bit to say, okay, he may not make $100,000, but he makes $75,000. He may not be tall. He may be 5'7", but he knows where home is. Same thing with us dudes. Okay, she may not be, this tall Amazon, but yet she's a shorty that can be, respectful of a relationship. So we all have parameters, right? But that doesn't mean we have to stay locked into those parameters. Okay, so and like I said, I could be completely wrong. I still got a lot growing up to do, but still, I feel like sometimes we miss out on blessings because we're too locked into what we want and not what we need. There's a difference between being right and being happy. So, by the way, I'm loving all the love in the chat here. Nikki News said, my dad lost his father when he was 2 years old. but he was an amazing dad to me. Shout out to you, Nikki News, for your dad. And see, that's what I mean. From 2 years old to now, he could have taken out trauma and not been a good dad, but he recognized that even though I didn't get my chance, that doesn't mean I can't give a second chance. So shout out for that, for sure. So now the feedback town hall meeting, y'all, I just, ooh, Lord Jesus, I could absolutely not, just. Y'all, one of my thumbnails says the city of Townsville was more together than this town hall, okay? Because it's true. For those of you who don't know, hashtag Powerpuff Girls. So let's get into this town hall meeting. It was so big, y'all. I had to do a two-parter video of the town hall, okay? I had to do a two-part video of the town hall. So Tisha did not want to hug anybody at all. Tisha liked Courtney's necklace and Stormi's outfit because it was white, and Tisha said, you won't be dirty and you'll be pure. First of all, stop it. Not to mention Maurice was there first, then Martell, then it was Tiffany, then it was Tisha and Marsau. So that was the line, and then later on everybody else came. So basically, Marsau said, hello, Mrs. Steele, and was sad that Stormi didn't say hi. First of all, that was a fallacy. You could give two damns about Stormi saying hi to you. You could absolutely give two damns about Stormi saying hi to you. Because at the end of the day, you really could care less about anybody in that group. To me. Right? And it seems like to me this group is more about holding grudges than coming together as a group and being solutions to give back to the community. That's just me. Because it seems like every time this group comes together, it's always chaos. It's never peace. Y'all let me know if I'm off with that. I could be off with that, but y'all let me know if I'm off with that. So with that being said, Marsau said that he wanted relevant businesses to the community, and not because they have a platform. So then what these people do, they said, oh, we're going to let y'all know who the owner is and who the employee is. So they play Love and Marriage Huntsville, a snippet of the theme song, in the middle of the episode. I'm like, you know what? That's petty behavior, but I'm here for it, though. Just to let them know, hey, let me tell y'all, without this, none of y'all will exist. You just got to let them know sometimes. You just got to let them know. So, Marsau said that she wasn't selling those products before the platform, people would not be buying them, and Stormi was used as an example. So then Martell, shout out to Martell for the 0.01% of intelligence that he had, said, so if you weren't doing something before the platform, you shouldn't be doing it, or it's not relevant. And Marsau said, it's not that simple, but yes, Marsau, it was that simple, bro. It was that simple. You basically said that at the end of the day, regardless of all the success Melody has, without that platform, nobody would be buying it. Guess what? If none of y'all came to TV, we wouldn't be buying anything from y'all because we don't know that none of y'all exist. Like, come on, man. Really? Come on. Stop it. Just stop. So then Kimmy comes through looking like a caramel cinnamon roll. Looking good, okay? If I was Maurice, I would have said a Cinnabon order just delivered to the town hall meeting. That's exactly what I would have said, and then grab Kimmy if I was Maurice. But that's just we can move on. We can move right along. So like I said, Martell said a lot of the stuff you would do now would be irrelevant. Marsau said that he said that in the meeting too, with Melody. And Martell said, cutting grass, starting off small and making $120,000 is relevant. And Kimmy said to say something is not relevant can be offensive. So Melody comes in And everybody's asking, did Marsau apologize? And Melody said that he did, but it took a while. It took a while. I feel like that's not the only thing that takes a while for him to be able to, do. Him saying sorry, that takes him a while. Him getting his makeup, done, his face be in the boom boom room probably takes a while because, you know, different rounds of makeup being applied all over your face. Hashtag, you don't have to say a word. It's written all over your face. Sorry, that R&B reference just came to me. But anyway, but yeah, basically Melody says kudos, and that she wanted small groups and to have a space for artists, for makeup artists and costume designers, things like that. So Tisha actually agreed because during the feedback they said that small groups weren't a thing, but they want to add small groups. So Stormi said that the motivational component was not there because for a lot of the entrepreneurs, it has to start with their mind first, because not everyone has the resources to, know the right CPA attorney, know this person, know that person. And so, at the end of the day, Marsau said that, motivational content just brings it back up of, oh, I can't do it. And so Stormi says to, Courtney, do you want to give my question to Marsau, since he's being weird? And Courtney says they aren't going to care. And so this is what I have to say on that, right? I get Stormi's point, right? Because at the end of the day, being an entrepreneur, it has to start with the power of belief before you start the business, right? You could be selling, let's just say that you sell Lexus vehicles, right? You are going to bring soul to car sales, right? You got to believe in the fact that you can sell a Lexus vehicle before you start selling them. Because sure, at the end of the day, you're going to a car lot and, here's a brand new Lexus SUV. You're a family of 5. It's got a third row, da-da-da-da-da. But before you know the logistics of what you're selling, you have to have the mindset to believe in the gift that you have to give. So, I agree with Stormi. I don't think Stormi was trying to say that, but Marsau flipping it, twisting it, reversing it as always. Marsau said, I want to know what Courtney's wife had to say in terms of motivation. Melody did a side laugh. Now, Melody, I don't know why you did the side laugh, okay? And maybe it's because, of you and Stormi's history, but I just thought that was funny. It was on the show. So, hey, listen, don't at me. I'm just... Let me tell you something. Melody gets her sneaks in. Do you hear me? Melody gets her sneaks in, but I ain't mad at her, though, because if I had to do all this, I would be sneaking in diss every time I could, too. So I ain't mad at you, Melody. I'm with you more than against you. So Stormi is not here for Marsau's sassiness, and Courtney thinks that Tisha should speak because she's a lot more organized, where Marsau is all over the place. And Marsau doesn't believe in gender roles, which, honestly, like, what gender roles were shown at this town hall meeting? What gender roles were shown at this town hall meeting? Because I think everybody brought who they are as a person to this town hall meeting. There wasn't no gender roles at all. So, Marsau really doesn't care about Courtney's feedback because he was in New York at the time of the Expo. The only problem with that, Marsau, is the fact that you guys brought Stormi in because Melody didn't want to be a part of it. And when Maurice had 0.01% of intelligence to give a solution for her appear virtually, Yo White Tisha shut that down. So because Tisha shut down the way that Melody could participate, y'all called Stormi to be a part of this Expo. And then how could Courtney not give feedback when Courtney was at the walkthrough with y'all for the Black Business Expo? You really forget your history, don't you? Okay. All right. 18 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are on tour. Talking about love and marriage. Huntsville. Some videos just dropped of the episode you just watched. Watch them after this, okay? We're here right now, just chilling. Thank you all for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, let's get back into this tour. Marsau is taking all this as feedback and that he was A or honor student. So, you know, and Kimmy says, so was I, but it doesn't matter, but it matters to Marsau. Okay. So then Melody says that, it hopefully it's more organized next time. And Tisha was like, what do you mean it wasn't organized? And Melody said, taking money to pay for booths at the door was not a good idea. That hopefully it will be more organized with letting vendors know what they need to pay for. So then as that happened, Stormi shattered the fourth wall. I mean, her face was like if you pause it at a certain point, Stormi is literally looking at you, looking at me, looking at us. Like, now I know y'all see this, right? I know I can't be the only one seeing this, right? So I thought that was hilarious that that she shattered the fourth wall like that. So prior to, prior doesn't matter to Tisha, but the prior leads to the main event according to Melody, which is facts. Marsau then says that he's using it as feedback no matter how you say it. And Tiffany, as even the women at the table, you're valuing them because damn. And then Marsau. Now, any other, sorry, y'all, give me a moment. Give me one moment. Sorry there. Give me a moment, y'all. Sorry. Any other man would have been handled by now. I just want to say that one more time. Any other man would have been handled by now because what Marsau says next is absolutely out the way. Sorry, y'all. It's absolutely out the way. He says, and I quote, oh Lord, I had to rewatch it a couple of times. He said, and I quote, I know you may not be valued at home, but you're valued here. Marsau. Really, bro? So, hang on, y'all. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my glasses adjusted. So, you mean to tell me that you will reduce a man and his wife as they make a lot of money and you're just the pretty wife? You tell another woman that she may not be valued at home, but you're valued here. And then you have no respect for e-commerce, but e-commerce is making more money than you. Bruh, really? Really? You have a lot of ish to say, but when you get called out on it, you can't take that. You can't take it. You can dish it, but you can't take it. And honestly, if Big Lou, and I know, and let me tell you, I feel like Big Lou's honestly over the show. I really do. I feel like he's that ride or die dude of like, you know what? This is what you want to do. I'll support you, but I'm done with this. I feel like, honestly, Big Lou really wants to handle you, but because he knows that higher is waiting for him, he puts himself in reserve. But that doesn't mean he can't take that energy out of reserve and handle you. But you need to be handled. Because I'm telling you right now, you have gotten too many passes from too many people. Just my honest opinion. Whew. So then Stormi says, not me, not Mr. Let me get the last word, always acting like a itch. And Marsau claiming his title, saying, I am an itch. And Stormi says, a bad one, you wish. And then Martell. He said, throw that ass. I'm like, Martell, I'm gonna be real with you, bruh. He said that a little too strongly. Like you actually wanted to see it. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I know that you were, I know that you were teasing him, but you said that a little too on the trigger. Okay, just a little too much on the trigger, in my opinion. Okay, so with that being said, Stormi says, in a circle, and I'll buy you a wig. So Marsau said that when people are upset, they'll use words to get a reaction out of you. Marsau said, no, I'm gonna return the favor, and you are gonna walk out here upset, not me. So Marsau reduces Stormi as sweetie, and Courtney said that they are not coming the next time, because they don't like being part of things that are disorganized. And, Courtney said that, we're not coming. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Marsau said, that they know who not to invite next time. And so then Courtney says, we're not coming. And then Maurice is asking, why are y'all not coming? And then Marsau said, because they're not needed. And Stormi said, that's not what you said in the melody. And then Marsau tried to use a birthday invite as an example. So when it came to, the $100, he was like, well, if I give you a birthday invitation, it's my birthday party. It's like, dude, a birthday party and a business expo are two completely different things. Okay. If you're going to a birthday party, you are assuming the emotional responsibility of you're celebrating that person. That's one singular person. Singular. A expo is multiple people, energy, and commitments. What we doing? What we doing here? Lord Jesus, help. I mean, Chuck E. Cheese could have made a better Black Business Expo at Chuck E. Cheese, okay? And they got the ticket blaster and an electronic dance floor and games already. They do events better than Marsau and Tisha. And that's a animated mouse. Come on now, let's stop playing games. So, Mr. and Mrs. Steele, thank you so much. Marsau said that to them, and Courtney said, you do know there's a difference, right? And so Kimmy says that you need to check your husband, cool down your husband. And so Kimmy says that you've been failing our meetings for years, Marsau. And then I think Tisha had something to say when when Stormi called her man an itch. So I don't know what Tisha said, but she said something. So that was that. Now let me tell you something. That town hall was absolutely ridiculous. There was no point at this point of making that town hall, because it just seemed like strife, antagonizing, and gaslighting was the whole point of that. You know what I mean? So it was just it was just too damn much. You know what I mean? And it was over the top. So at the end of the day, if you really are about moving forward, then execute the energy. But if you're about holding things back and being ratchet, then just stay that way to yourself, because you being a problem isn't creating any solutions for anybody. Okay, so with that being said, now we're going to get to Kimmy and Nell. So as y'all know, Kimmy invited Nell and everybody for the town hall meeting. Okay, so with that being said, Kimmy invited Nell to Kimmy's office, and so they said that, hey, Huntsville is this small, Kimmy said, but hopefully at the end of the day that they can move past this. So Kimmy invited Nell, but looking back at it, she wanted people who were at the expo with the relevant experience to the expo. Nell thought that Kimmy should not have made that call about Nell being at the meeting. Nell would have been about giving feedback, not complain, but to listen. And, I feel, truly that at the end of the day with Nell, that, she doesn't have to be anywhere where she doesn't want to be. Her and Chris have been, around for 30 years in Huntsville. And at the end of the day, I would want the best experience in the room, but that's neither here nor there. So Nell and Chris have been in business longer than any of them. Kimmy said, so what does that mean? Once again, what does that mean? What does that mean? 30 years experience. I'm 29. Next year I will be 30. So 3 decades of experience is a lot of experience. And I feel that it is really groupthink with y'all. That it's my way or the highway energy. And when has that worked out for anybody at all in this group? No. So, they agree to disagree. Nell believes that the core six should listen to others outside themselves, especially with more experience than them, and that her word adds value to the Black Business Expo. Kimmy wants to do other things with the Fletchers. And the group wants to do other things with them, and she doesn't want any bad blood. Kimmy and Nell believes that everyone has a little nice nasty to them, and Nell says that we're Gucci, and Kimmy says that's Stormi, and Kimmy then says I can't afford purses to make sure that we are good. So you know what? I'm really proud of them because at the end of the day, it was a nice moment, right? It was a nice moment of, at the end of the day, just because we don't align in this instance doesn't mean we cannot align in other things. So they had grown woman energy and they executed that, and they made the decision, the choice, the how can I put this? They had the mentality that in order to rise up, we have to rise up in our mindset. So shout out to Kimmy and Nell for being both grown women. All right. So we are almost at the end, and then I will bring y'all up because I know y'all got a lot to say, and I got a lot to hear from all y'all. So we are at Martell at this point. And a lot happens here. So, Martell pulls up to this construction site. And Fred is there. So, Martell has a business called Ackland and Holt Custom Homes. Fred is a general contractor and home builder. And it was Martell's first home in a few years because of the bankruptcy. And I'm not going to lie. Now, the peach suit was looking clean. I'm not going to sit here in front. Now, there's a particular event that's happening in Atlanta, Georgia, that I would like to wear that peach suit. Okay, with a haircut. Nice skincare routine for 7th Avenue. Trust me, all the people there, they wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to do. Let me tell you something. The actual peaches in Atlanta wouldn't be the only thing ate that night. Okay? All this energy would be consumed, and will be engulfed in them. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, y'all. Okay, let's just move along. So Martell says that the bankruptcy hurt his credit and his business. He never wanted to stop building and buying. But he's in a better space mentally, spiritually, and financially, and he's ready to get back to work. The house is supposed to be built in September and sold in September. It's October. It's October right now. See Taisha J, see there? Love you, Taisha J, as always. But yeah, so it's October now. Where is this house? Has it been built? And can anybody in Huntsville, and I know Black Titanic would do it, but at this point, y'all, sometimes we don't deserve Black Titanic because she does too damn much. Okay? She deserves an investigation unit just for her because she does that much. But where is it now? In the words of Nene Leakes, where is your scooter? Where is it? Where is your home? Where is it? Hashtag shout out to Nene Leakes. Anyway, so either Chris is going to sell it or Martell might keep it and rent out. Speaking of rent, Chris asked when you're going to move out, and Martell says in a week and a half. And Chris talked about this already and said to Martell, it's got to be 2 weeks. And Martell's goal is within the next week, but it's after the 1st. So Chris is fed up, and he's doing Martell these extensions. And he said, get your ass off this house. And I agree with him. I mean, first of all, look, I understand, right? Friendship is friendship, but business is business, right? That's just let's just say that tea talk with your girl had a daytime talk show, right? And, you know, I'm off on Wednesday, right? And I know her show tapes at 1 o'clock. If I say to her 20 minutes before that I can't do it, then I'm failing my commitment to Tea Talk, even though I said I would do it. Now, of course, if it's 2 hours out, that gives her enough time to be able for her to find an additional guest or something like that. But at the end of the day, it is up to me to be responsible for that commitment. And I feel that Chris is like, at this point, no, right is right and wrong is wrong. Like, we just have to be real with each other about that. I love you, but also this is my livelihood. We got to be honest about that. So with that being said, Marsau is brought up, and that Chris did, and that Marsau is brought up, and Marsau didn't really know that, and Marsau didn't know that Chris and Nell had a daycare business. Fred didn't know, but that's true. And Chris said that's true, but he and Fred are the associates, right? Chris is still a real estate broker, and Fred would love to be a part of the Expo. Chris said that they only got sponsorships. Tisha and Marsau only got sponsorships after Melody suggested, but didn't say how much it was. And for the fact that Marsau didn't know about the daycare, and y'all have been, knowing each other for that long, at that point, you just didn't give a care. Real talk. So, at the end of the day, Martell says a lot would not have happened for the Scots had it not been for the Holts being friends and investing in, the Scots, according to Martell. So Marsau said that he will only pay speakers that were professional. Fred said that Melody was at the VVC last year. Melody spoke on a platform and did very well. Martell said that Melody has been speaking as one of the best speakers that he could get, and been speaking. You were at the been speaking when you were at the movie theater working with those big ass suits on. You see why she should get paid the way she does, and you should respect all that. The way that she does what she does. Martell hates the fact that people feel like they can use you, but not own up to the fact that they did use you. Martell, I agree with you, but bruh, also too, in the same token, like, you did what you did to your ex-wife, bruh, and made a whole kid on her, and you did it for years. And then on a reunion, you said God allowed you to have an outside child. I'm with you when you're right. But also, dude, you were wrong. You're wrong, because at the end of the day, like, let me read your words back to you. You said, and I quote, that you hate when, people feel like they can use you but not own up to the fact that they did use you. You did that as well. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're on this right now. Chris brought up that Marshall said, guess who owns Sculpt now? And so Martell says, when the Scots got brought in, they were going to do everything Holt and Holt does, and then you'll buy me out. For the duration of our lives, put some respect on, because everything you have now would not have had not been us being friends to you and your family. Martell doesn't like fake people. Once again, Martell, check yourself before you talk about other people. If Martell had known all this, he would have confronted him at the town hall. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like Marsau talking about him and Melody in that way, especially when they made him. And Martell said, don't forget that can be taken away from you in a multitude of ways, in many of ways. God don't play, I don't play either. So then we get to the preview, y'all. Martell said, don't act like a friend if you're not going to be a real friend. Chris said, okay, Mayweather. Kimmy is talking to her. I think that this is her friend, Allison. I'm not too sure. Because remember, in the season premiere, or I think it was last season. Either way, we saw Allison before talking about how does Kimmy feel, right? So I'm guessing that's her. That's the only other person we've seen, because I'm trying to think of who else is in Kimmy's life, and the only person we've seen is Allison with the curly hair. But Kimmy is talking with Allison about a rechargeable kettlebell and said, if you put that in, we'll have a whole scene wherever you are. And Kimmy was smiling. Marsau is upset at Stormi for calling him an itch, but Tisha likes Stormi. And Marsau says, you can only cuss me out about $100 only one time in your life. So someone can cuss you out about $100 only one time in your life, but yet you can keep doing what you want to do, though. Lord help. Lord help. So then we got Martell versus Marsau, and Martell says, don't downplay what me and Melody did for you all. And Marsau said, who gave the most, you or me? And Martell said, what the hell have you given me? And then Tisha, Kiki and Melody meet up. So Kiki says that her and Tisha been going backwards, and Kiki said that Marsau and someone had an affair, which I think is the makeup artist, and Marsau had an affair. So with that being said, that is your love and marriage Huntsville review. My lord, we got a lot to talk about, and I know y'all got a lot to say. I got a lot to hear, so let me drop the link right now. Let me pin it. All right, y'all, I'm pinning the message. Thank y'all for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate y'all. Listen, I know y'all got a lot to say. I got a lot to hear. I'm going to give myself a moment here. Come on up. I want to hear from all of you. What did you think about tonight's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville? 15 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are live on tour. Love and Marriage Huntsville just went off an hour and 51 minutes ago, and we're just talking about tonight's episode. I literally just got done with the review, and the link is pinned. If you want to come up and hang out with your man, your friend, and family member, hope to hear from all of you soon. It was a lot in this episode. It was a whole lot in this episode. So yes, indeed. Let me look at my videos here right now. What y'all got going. So right now it looks like to me y'all are liking the city of Townsville was more together than this town hall right now. It looks like y'all are liking that. We'll definitely see which video pans out the most, but yeah, definitely want to hear from you guys, so come on up, feel free, because I definitely would love to hear from you. So let's see here. Nikki New says Marsau is a jerk in my opinion. Definitely do agree with that for sure. Sorry, I meant to leave that up there a little bit more. The Scots, don't forget, they love lying. It's disgusting at this point. I agree. Let's see who else here. Strawberry Taffy says it's a damn mess. I definitely agree with that. Let's see here. T-Talk with your girl said I didn't like that either when it came to Tiffany talking about Big Lou's father. And then Taisha J says that either Marsau is a bona fide liar or he's just a clown. I think he is honestly both. So yeah, those are some of the comments as of right now, as we are live on tour with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Glad to have all of you here. Like I said, if you want to come on up, feel free on StreamYard. Would definitely love to hear from you, what you have to say. I think that this show, never ceases to amaze me in terms of just the ridiculous spontaneity of what is said. So I'm seeing from Shop Reality TV that's a wrap. My favorite Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion ever. Okay, then let me see if I can get. Let me see here if I can do the Oh wow, I'm looking at the
And that's
comments.
a wrap on Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. I am exhausted. Maybe these snores are about to be severe up in here. What a wonderful reunion. Tons of surprises. I'm going to say this. This is my third time hosting Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion, and this one was my favorite.
Okay, there you guys go. I did not know it was his third time hosting. Does anybody know who the original host was of Love and Marriage Huntsville? Um, does anybody know that in the chat at all? Because I did, because I remember that I remember that he started hosting it not too long ago, but I didn't know that there was an original host of the reunion shows. Um, but yeah, I mean, for him to say it's his favorite reunion ever, I wonder why. And we'll see that reunion eventually. Um, you know, sometime. And like I said, at the end of the day, I feel that with whatever's going to come out with this reunion, and trust me, yes, I definitely have seen all of the videos of all the reunion looks and the makeup artists and Kiki going at. I feel like this reunion is going to be something palpable because at this point, there's going to be something from this reunion that is going to set up for the final season of this show. I really believe that. Um, at the end of the day, I think that this show is on its way out, unfortunately. But I think it's on its way out because we know all the information about the show. And I think people have came to a head with this of like, you know what, there's no way that all these people can be on TV, get away um, with all this, and not to mention for them to still be paid to be this ratchet, ignorant, and trash. I think people are looking for quality out of their reality TV now, not just the quantity of ways that they can see it. So that's just my take on it. But yeah, like I said, would love to hear from y'all. I know y'all have a lot to say. One thing to know, and two things for sure, is that with this show, it brings out everybody. The lady from Married to Real Estate used to host the reunion. Okay, let's see here. Married to Real Estate. Okay, let's see. And thank you so much, Stephanie Norris. Welcome in. Married to Real Estate. Oh, Egypt Sherrod. Okay, I got you. Egypt Sherrod. Yes. Egypt Sherrod has definitely been out here hustling for sure. She was a radio personality on V103 on Atlanta, Georgia. She's on HGTV. She was the host of Property Virgins. Um, and now she's got her amazing husband and doing her thing with her husband. So shout out to Egypt Sherrod and that great couple there, including Mike Jackson. So thank you for that, Stephanie Norris. I did not know that Egypt Sherrod used to host that. I wonder why Carlos started hosting them. I mean, did he not have nothing else to do? Because there was like a trailer one time that for one of the reunions, the cast was like so surprised that Carlos was hosting. Like they were so shocked about it. I'm like, what in the world? You know what I mean? So, oh my Lord Jesus, man, oh man, oh man. What do y'all think is going to be talked about in this reunion? Do y'all feel that Tisha and Marsau are finally going to be held to the carpet for some of the things that they do? Because in the last reunion, Marsau said, "Can you ever tell me one time that you are ever held to account?" I wonder if that's going to happen. I wonder if Kiki is finally going to unleash what she's been wanting to say for a long time. I wonder if that's going to happen. I wonder if Courtney is going to, of course, the $100 thing is going to be brought up. Of course, the Black Business Expo is going to be brought up. But what other topics do y'all think is going to be at this reunion? Because I feel like at this point, anything goes. Anything goes with this cast at this point. You know what I mean? So I just feel like the game is afoot, the game is on, the game is moving ahead. And yeah, this reunion is going to be something interesting. And for the fact that this is his third reunion, Carlos's third reunion, and this is his favorite one, I'm just like, okay. I mean, we'll see. And I think Nell is going to be on this season as well with the reunion, so it'll be interesting to see what she has to say. Um, I feel like the moment of her being reduced is going to be definitely a topic of conversation. It's just a lot of things that are going on with this season. That's definitely going to be a topic of conversation. So, like I said, welcome in everybody. Glad to have you here. We are all just chilling out right now. This is the after show at this point. We are just chilling out. Just got done, watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, and just reviewing the show. So hopefully all is well with y'all. You're having a wonderful Saturday night. Would love to hear from all of you, really. So if you want to come on up on StreamYard, click the link, and would love to hear your voice on this episode. A lot did happen. This is episode 19. Next Saturday will be an all new episode, and another after show, and more new videos at 901. I really do love doing the 901s with y'all, because let me tell you, at the end of the day, let me tell you something. I know that for this community is such a ravaged fan base that you guys really love. I'll say this. You guys love the show, but also you can't stand it either. So I'm right there with y'all where, at this point, y'all need somebody like now to talk about. Y'all don't want to wait till Saturday. Y'all don't want to wait till Sunday. Y'all don't want to wait till, Monday or whatever. Y'all want it now. And so I try my very best to give it to you now. But like I said, every week with the show, I try to make sure that I'm being as fair and equal in my commentary, because like I said, this is just a moment in time. And I feel like, because we get so deep into the show. Hey, Rosemary, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I feel like because we get so deep into this show, it really does get discombobulated, where your feelings outweigh your logic. And I never want to be that when I'm doing these reviews, because like I said, I'm watching the episode with y'all. I'm trying to think of what y'all are going to really react to. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to really care about, and also too, I'm trying to think of what actually needs to be talked about, because guess what, not everything needs to be talked about. And I really mean that. Not everything needs to be talked about. Stephanie Norris says, I like how Martell brought up Marsau used to work at the movie theater. I agree with that. And, like I said before, I think it was very powerful that, at the end of the day, that Martell actually stood up for him and Melody. And, I feel like that was, to be honest with you, I feel like that was way bigger than, trying to get Melody back. I truly feel that he did that because right is right and wrong is wrong. I really, truly believe that. I really do. I really, really do. And there comes a point in time where you really are done. trying to get back at people, right? So to me, I feel that he was like, you know what? I gotta let you know who the hell I am. Because we've been in this brotherhood for a little too damn long where I cannot move at all. Um, and nobody makes my moves for me. I make my move. And I definitely agree. I definitely agree. So yeah, I definitely agree with that, Stephanie. Like I said, y'all, if y'all want to come up, feel free to come on up. I would love to hear your take on tonight's episode. It was quite a lot for sure. You know what I mean? So from that preview, what are y'all looking forward to from that preview of the episode? I think the thing I'm looking forward to the most is the meeting that Marsau and Martell are going to have about Sculpt. Because I got a feeling that the energy in the room is going to be very palpable for sure. And I just got a feeling about it. I can't tell y'all why, but I got a really big feeling about that. And honestly, too, one thing about Marsau, I feel like he's the substitute teacher that makes you want to skip school. And what I mean by that is you could be trying to do something fun for fun, and he just pops all the helium out the balloon. I really believe that about Marsau. Like, and even though I said this is a moment in time for all these people, I really do feel that Marsau is who he is. Like, he gives no damns at all about anybody. You know what I mean? So, but that's just me, though. Oh, hello. But yeah, that's how I truly feel about that. Next episode is gonna be a little bit crazy, crazier than usual. So, oh Lord, I feel like by the time we get to the end of the season, I feel like we really are going to just be, we really are just going to be that tired. So, but yep. Oh no. But yes, indeed. 9 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Would love to hear what you have to say on this episode. And like I said, there's no right or wrong opinion. But I definitely want to hear what you have to say for sure. So, but yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh man. Lord. So, okay, somebody is up here. Hey, Rosemary, welcome in.
Hey, Braylon.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm heating up dinner, and I started watching the episode just a little bit. I just got home, but I have to finish it. But I'm just coming in to say hey to everybody, show
Hey.
support.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you as always.
Thank
And by
you.
the way, if you want to catch up on the episode, something that I've been doing that nobody else on YouTube is doing, I literally dropped the episode that you just watched at 901. So literally, I take all the clips, I take all the thumbnails from this past episode, and then I just do recaps and drop them at 901. So if you need to catch up, that's a way to do it, or watch the episode. Either way, it was a lot this episode.
Yeah, I'm a few minutes in, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it's 9. Like, Braylon, I'm a real supporter. You done made me a real supporter.
Listen, I appreciate you. And
I was laughing so hard at myself. I said, no, I'm really supporting this man. Like, I got in my mind, I'm like, it's 9 o'clock.
Yep. Absolutely no. And Rosemary is from a good old group called the Onyx Collab. If you click the link in my YouTube bio, you can go right there and be a part of the Onyx Collab. It's weeknights 10 9 Central on Clubhouse. It's a bit different than YouTube. YouTube is more synchronized in terms of visuals and branding and stuff, because virtual tour is a brand. Not to say that the Onyx Collab is not a brand, but we go anywhere and everywhere. So the way we go anywhere and everywhere on virtual tour, it's more of anywhere and everywhere based on the topics that are conversational enough to carry alive. But in there, we give no damns. Respectfully, but it's a good time.
Yes, the Honest Collab is a little bit very much so different.
Oh my lord, but in the best way possible though. But yeah, like I said, I feel like this for Carlos King to say that this was his favorite reunion is saying a lot.
Yeah.
And by the way, shout out to Shop Reality TV for that info. And that's the thing too. It's just like I feel like there's going to be something from this season that's going to make the cast say, "All right, I think we're done here. Let's wrap up next season and let's just end it." I feel like something from this reunion is going to humble them all to go on to season 7 and end it. I really do. And I could be wrong in that, but
Speaking of Honest Collab, are you coming on tonight or no?
no, I usually take the weekends off. Usually,
Yeah, I figured.
Because here's the thing about the Onyx Collab, y'all. We are live from 10 p.m. all the way to 1 a.m. in the morning. Live. No commercials. So it's really hard work with the Onyx Collab. And so, with my YouTube channel, I was doing virtual tour live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But now with Love and Marriage Huntsville, I'm live, 4 nights a week. So the production schedule is absolutely crazy. So to do 5 shows a week on Clubhouse and then 4 live shows on YouTube, I'm out here.
Yeah, you outside for sure.
So
I'm going to pop back in the audience. My food is done, and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you for letting me join you.
No problem. Love you as always. We'll talk soon.
All right, bye. Love you too.
All right, bye. Thank you. Oh, no. Don't do that. No. Alrighty there. Thank you, Rosemary, for that. That was great stuff. And like I said, y'all feel free to let me know what y'all think. I think that this episode, if I had to give it a rating, I would say probably about a 7.5 or 8. It wasn't really a 10, you know what I mean? But, at the end of the day, every episode's not going to be a 10. It's just not. So... oh my lord, 9 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are just live on tour with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Just talking about what we thought of the episode, your take on the episode as well. Yes, indeed. The show just ended about 2 hours and 13 minutes ago. So, that's what we are doing right now. Just chilling. That town hall meeting was just too damn much, honestly. It really was too damn much, I have to say. Like, just the energy and just, everybody, first of all, who brings up, calling somebody an itch in a meeting? Like, who does that? Like, I mean, I understand why, because Marsau acts like an itch. I get it. But like, oh Lord, when you're trying to do a feedback meeting, it's not the best move to, rag on people who, has tried to help you. Like that's just not really a good move at all. That's not a good move at all. What are you doing? What are you doing? There you go. Okay. There you go. Sorry, y'all. Mm, Lord help. Oh, Lord Jesus. So, yes, indeed. How the rest of y'all doing this evening? Hopefully, all is well with y'all. Oh, you okay? Oh, Lord. 8 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh, man. So much is going on in the world, man. I feel like I would want to know, what does Huntsville think about this show? You know what I mean? Because I don't know if Huntsville actually watches the show at all. I really don't know, but at the end of the day, um, oh Lord, it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like if I lived in Huntsville, I would feel a certain way about it. You know what I mean? So, but that's just me though. Sorry, y'all. Oh my Lord. 11 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Yes, indeed. Oh my Lord. Man, oh man. Lord. Sorry, y'all. I'm also watching this show called Beef. Um, for those of you who haven't seen Beef, it is absolutely amazing on Netflix. So, but yeah, 10 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're just talking about love and marriage, Huntsville, and what's going on. Oh man, I have to say, I think at the end of the day, with Nell, she's probably the most real out of all of them. My Lord. Oh my Lord. I think Nell is probably I think she is probably the realest out of all of them, because at the end of the day, I think that, with this group, there's not really a sense of calmness with this group. You know what I mean? So it just seems like a lot of confusion and strife to me. But that's just how I feel about it. So, but yep. Man. By the way, y'all like the new background and everything? I'm trying to dress it up for y'all just a little bit more. You know what I mean? So, oh man. Anyone else want to come on up? Feel free. Would love to hear what you have to say. in this episode. And like I said, I feel like this episode really, um, even though it was about to, and honestly too, like I would have loved to seen the whole town hall, because I know that town hall lasted a lot longer than what we saw. That town hall could have been the whole episode. You know what I mean? So, but that's just me though. That is just me. So, but yep. So, Lord. 9 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are just here chilling out, talking about a little love and marriage, Huntsville. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Let's see here. Let's see. I want to give a shout out to everybody that came through tonight so far. Talk with Solana, thank you. Linda Gamble, thank you. Nikki News, thank you. Taisha J, thank you. Tina Turner, thank you. Shan, thank you. T-Talk with your girl, thank you. Strawberry Taffy, thank you for being here as well. Let's see here. And Stephanie Norris, thank you. And Rosemary, thank you as well. Oh, man. Lord help. Sorry, y'all. About the allergies. Oh, man. Oh man, 7 people in the building. Thank you all so much. I feel 8 people in the building now. Thank you all so much for being here. Is there anything else that y'all want to talk about with the show? Of course we saw the preview, but there's only so much we can watch from the preview, right? But did y'all like the looks? I know that, Nell came in something, I think it was like a gold dress, if I'm not mistaken. Tisha came in, I don't know what Tisha came in, honestly. I saw it, I'm like, really? That's what we're wearing? Okay. Melody, of course, shut it down, of course, as she often does now. We saw Chris Fletcher's outfit. We don't know what Marsau or Maurice or Kimmy wore as of yet, but I don't know if Kiki's husband is on this reunion or not, but we'll definitely see that for sure. So, oh my Lord Jesus. But yes, indeed, 7 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are just in the chill part of the show. We're just in the chill part in the show now. So, glad to have all of you here. So, whoa! Wow. Oh my Lord. I'm sorry, I'm watching this show called Beef, and this show was something crazy. Something crazy, y'all. So, oh my Lord Jesus. 5 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have y'all here. We're just chilling. Just chilling. Just chilling here. Oh my lord. All right, y'all. So it looks like I think that's about it. I'll put a poll question up to see if anybody else wants to if anybody wants to come, if I should end the show or not. So let's see. Oops, sorry, y'all. I cannot spell for the life of me. There we go. Lord. Seven people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're just chilling out. Talking about a little love and marriage. Huntsville. I was just asking should I end the show at 1:30, but it looks like y'all keep coming in. So I am here as long as y'all want to be here. You know what I mean? So but yes indeed. But yes indeed. Just kind of chilling out. And like I said, y'all can come on up and feel free because I definitely want to hear from you and what you have to say on this episode. So mm. But yep, so glad to have all y'all here, and I really do appreciate y'all for giving me the chance to be y'all host for this virtual tour. And like I said, I've come to love Marriage Huntsville for what it is. It is a great community for where we are in society, but also too it's just it can be a lot with this show sometimes. It really can, because you just wonder to yourself, like, why in the world are people like this on TV? You know what I mean? So, but that's why I truly think about it. So, oh my lord. 4 people in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm glad to have you here. Lord. Oh man. Mm. Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh man. Well, yeah, I think that's about our show. It looks like nobody is voting on the thing. Looks like so. And by the way, y'all, I am at a different studio tonight, so but I'm definitely gonna try to get my stuff together here. But yeah, I really do like the StreamYard thing, especially on the laptop too. I really do like it because I'm able to do this here on this. This is really, really cool. I love it. Um, Plus, it gives it a little more dimension, a little more character. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I mentioned this in the last, StreamYard, in the last virtual tour live that I think it should be StreamYard TV. You know what I mean? Because think about it, you got all these other streaming services, and I truly do think that at the end of the day, it would be amazing to have, all these shows on StreamYard, on a streaming service for like $5 a month, and it could be tape shows and live shows. I mean, they already own the technology, but yeah. So, but yes, indeed. So, oh man. Mm. Oh man. Well, y'all, looks like the numbers are going down, so I am going to assume that that's going to be the end of our show. I really have just been rambling on, but well, not, you know what, rambling, but also giving my take. But no, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming through, and thank y'all for believing in me with this virtual tour live brand. I when I first got started with this, I did not know what it was going to become, or just really who I was going to be to this platform. But from what I've seen, I see that people are looking for a space to fall. They're looking for realism, but most of all, they're looking for some truth that is reflective of the life that they are living. So I hope I'm doing that for y'all. With that being said, it's time for the daily motivator. Of course, I try to end every show with that. So I'm going to go greatday.com. So it says, no man is a failure who is enjoying life. No man is a failure who is enjoying life. William Feathers. So for Saturday, October 7th, 2023, commit with actions. Commit with action, rather. Wishes, plans, and promises have a common deficiency. They all lack meaningful commitment. Commitment begins when you take action. The most impressive word, the most detailed strategies have little meaning until they're acted upon. Are you not quite ready to begin? Begin anyway. Initiate genuine commitment, and you'll quickly begin making progress and will forget about whether you're ready or not. You can always learn and adjust as you go, but it doesn't mean it work. But it doesn't work. but it doesn't work the other way around. You'll never make progress if all you're doing is learning, preparing, and revisiting your plans. Give your intentions the action they deserve. Implement your plans, go where they lead, and you'll invoke the power of commitment. If you wish you could, if you think you can, begin it, commit with action, and make it happen. Ralph Morrison, I appreciate this. Oh, hey, Taisha J, welcome in, welcome in. 5 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I have to say, with this daily motivator, I agree with, it's one thing to commit. It's another thing to follow through with action. Like I said, with this YouTube channel, I didn't know if I really wanted to do YouTube for quite a while. Because I just didn't know if there was a space for me, but I had to commit to action that my voice mattered and does matter. You know what I mean? So commitment to action starts with the power of belief. Number 2, at the end of the day, with anything that you do, you're not going to be successful in the beginning. You know what I mean? You just are not going to be successful. Oh my God, that's Miss Nielsen. Wow. Okay. Sorry. I'm still watching a TV show over here, but no, I feel that at the end of the day, oh my, oh wow. Okay, that's a little terrifying. Um, but no, at the end of the day, you have to commit with action, but bigger than that, you have to allow yourself to know that at the end of the day, no one is ever going to be successful straight up off the top. And when you recognize that everyone has to start at zero, that allows you to be more free in your creativity. And the last thing I will say about being committed to action is that, really, truly, at the end of the day, you have to be able to learn something in order to teach something. You have to learn something in order to teach something. You have to learn something in order to teach something. And it is okay that not everybody is a teacher. It's okay, because here's the thing. Doing these review shows, y'all, I'm really not a teacher. Okay, I have teaching moments, but at the end of the day, I'm a student, because I'm just 29 years old and I'm still going through the process of growing up into the person I want to be. And yes, I know at 29 years old, yes, I am an adult. Okay, but I haven't become a parent yet. I haven't been married yet. I'm entrepreneur, but I'm not entrepreneur in terms of, my own business, making, stacks yet. I hope to be able to do that with my career, but, right now I'm in the space where I am. And I think that's the thing too, is that regardless of where you are in your life, there are levels to being committed and there are levels to action. So just because you are 29, or if you're in your young 20s, don't feel like what you're doing doesn't matter right now. Like I said, 29 years old, I didn't think I would do a review show about a reality show of grown people going through more things that I've never went through. I would never thought that back then. But my sister, she said something recently. She said, for the opportunities you wanted back then, do you feel that you would have been ready for it? And I don't feel like I would have been able to, I don't feel like I would be able to be committed to those actions back then, because I didn't have the soul that I have now. I feel like the soul I have now to be able to do this YouTube channel is because I've lived some life to be able to give something to my channel. And, honestly, for people who are trying to do YouTube or social media, recognize that what you have to give, it's okay. Like, I feel like the hardest thing about YouTube is that you get so boxed into what you do that you cannot ever agree with what makes you happy. You know what I mean? And it's just I think we get too bogged down in the failures of who we used to be and not recognizing the successes and the progress that we have made now. Hey, sexy mommy at 60, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chilling, talking about love and marriage, Huntsville, and was just doing the daily motivator. So glad to have all of you here. Glad to have all you here. What did you think about the episode, Sexy Mommy at 60? I know you're a Love and Marriage Huntsville fan. Um, but yeah, what did you think of it? And by the way, y'all, we should be doing the episode review. Me and T Talk should be doing that Sunday at 5:00. So oh my Lord. It was good, especially seeing Mel tell Marsau off. Okay. Understood. I agree with that. I feel like the fact that Mel didn't want to hold anything back, I think allowed her to be in her freedom, because when you get on camera for something like this, you want to be respectful because you recognize where your check is coming from, but also too, when you are the person giving the checks, you got a little more power, a little more freedom. You know what I mean? So I totally agree. So but yes, indeed. So glad to have y'all here with me on a Saturday night. And like I said, if you want to come up, feel free to click that link there. We are over the hour and 30-minute mark, so I'm just going to take the poll down. Yes, indeed. Oh, Lord. But yes, indeed. Marsau conversation with Mel was the song Round and Round We Go. I totally agree. At the end of the day, I definitely do agree that conversation was really, I think that conversation is definitely, was definitely warranted and needed, because at the end of the day, like, why in the world would you ever, why would you ever, be that disrespectful to somebody's business acumen? You know what I mean? So it was just completely out of line and character and very disrespectful to me. So. Tisha thinks he's the smart one on the show. Yeah, I do agree with that for sure. Yeah, she really did have Marsau twisted up in a pretzel, because at the end of the day, I really feel that for Marsau saying that, he doesn't have respect for the business of e-commerce, but yeah, he's in e-commerce to make money. I just felt that that was just such out the way. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, really, just that was just ridiculous. I mean, there is just no way in the world I would ever, allow myself um to disrespect somebody who has put the work in to be somebody, you know what I mean? So Yvette Bell says, hello, everyone. Hit the like button, please. Thank you so much, Yvette. Thank you so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for being here. Taisha J says, sexy mommy at 60, and he's clearly not hints the answer he gave at the S spell. I totally agree with that. I think it was just so out the way that that he would be that disrespectful. You know what I mean? It's just so uncool and uncoofed that he would do that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I definitely agree that that was something completely out the way, and just Stormi's husband is fed up with Marsau's foolishness, and Courtney was pissed. I agree. I think it was rightfully so pissed off. I mean, for you to disrespect his wife when y'all brought in Stormi because Melody didn't want to be a part of it, and then for you to disrespect them, it's just it's just so out the way. You know what I mean? So. I'm loving the love in the chat, by the way. That is awesome sauce. I appreciate it. Lord. Do y'all think that one of the guys are going to handle Marsau this season? Do y'all think that's going to happen? You stopped watching, so you need to know what happened. Well, basically, what ended up happening in this episode, Yvette, was Marsau and Marsau and Melody have a conversation, about Melody's business acumen, and then the town hall happened where, the town hall was just dysfunctional. There was a lot of jabs, a lot of opinions, and a lot of strife happening. Then you had Kimmy and Nell with their meeting of, Nell wanted to be at the town hall, but, just basically just being disrespectful of Nell and her experience. Then Martell stood up for Melody for once, and, just didn't like what Marsau said about Storm. Didn't like Martell didn't like what Marsau said about him and Melody, and the way that they built Marsau up. It was so much that happened. It was teen too damn much. Honestly, it really, really, really was. And then of course Tiffany and Big Lou. That was a powerful conversation about Big Lou. with Big Lou and Tiffany about, time management and discipline and what mattered to them. So it was a lot. Taisha J says, what I don't like is when people, viewers say that Marsau is doing it for the cameras. He's funny and entertaining. In my opinion, that's a tactic to cover up his flaws. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Kimmy said, Yvette says, Kimmy and Nell, but now he knows that they are not friends, his friends. Yeah, absolutely. And no, he's definitely not funny. Hmm. And listen, at the end of the day, I know that we use humor as a coping mechanism, but it's not fair. It's not fair at all. You know what I mean? Taisha J says corny but not funny. I mean, listen, corny would be like, hey, I'm about to go play on her PlayStation, right? Okay, I'm about to go X on her box. I'm about to be the 10. I'm about to put the 10 in Nintendo tonight. You know what I mean? Those are corny jokes, okay? But what Marsau does, he throws jabs and mixes it with humor in hopes that comes out as Polynesian sauce at Chick-fil-A. Like, that's what he does. Absolutely lazy jabs. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So, five people in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're just talking about love and marriage, Huntsville, and the episode that was. Um, It just happened about 2 hours and 52 minutes ago. Last comment Taisha J made was lazy jabs. You know what I mean? So there are lazy jabs. And also, too, this is why I had to. I said this in a thumbnail of mine. I said, Marsau, so you being sued, is that a jab or an opinion? So, listen, one thing about my thumbnails, y'all, I don't miss with my thumbnails. I always try to bring something funny from the episode or bring something that's very relatable, to what we're going through in our life. You know what I mean? So, let me refresh the page here and see what we got going here. All right, so it looks like right now you guys are now liking the Kimmy and Nell video right now. 33 likes. We shall see which video rises to the top. By the way, if you guys are looking for a way to watch the episode or recap the episode, guess what? 901 I dropped 6 videos of the episode that you just watched. So watch that right after this live. And like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you for believing in me. It really does mean the world to me. And like I said, I'm trying to get myself together so I can do more of this. Because, before when I first made Virtual Tour, I didn't know what it was going to be, but I really do believe Virtual Tour is an actual brand, because y'all can let me know, but I don't think there's anyone else on YouTube No, no problem, event. No problem at all. I don't think there's anyone else on YouTube that has the style of video that I do. No one has the intro I have. No one does the outro that I have. Nobody has the video background of a nighttime skyline as we're live on tour. Because let me tell you, the night driving music was one thing, but now to have nighttime driving as the background, like we're doing the best. We're doing the most over here, but in the best way possible. You know what I mean? So, and like I said too, I try to keep it a very calm environment over here because I know that sometimes, with YouTube, it can be very dramatic. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's we need more places to fall that are good. So I try to do that. I'm not the best. I'm not the worst. Probably number 100 on the short list, but somehow I still made the list because y'all believe in me. And for that, I greatly appreciate y'all. I hope y'all feel the love that I'm giving to y'all because I certainly feel the love that y'all are giving to me. So. Much love to you. Much love to you, Taisha J. Thank you very much. Yeah, I try my best. I really do. Like I said, at the end of the day, I really did not know if I was going to. I really didn't know if I was going to continue reviewing this show, but I'm just like, at the end of the day, there's not too many guys reviewing this show, and I feel that. I feel that. I feel like the way I review this show is a different soul of reviewing it because, I'm not in any extreme camps. Like, yes, I support Melody Cherie because of what she has went through, but I support her based on the logical path of how she's carried herself, right? But really, I'm for the team of right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? That's just who I am. I feel like we need more people who they're not trying to be Switzerland. They're not trying to agree to disagree. But they're just trying to do the right thing because somebody needs to stand up and give that soul of, hey, can there be some levity here? Can there be some perspective? Can there be some depth that is bigger than just being a part of a fandom? And I try my very best to do that. Now, do I get animated? Sure. Do I say some things out the way? Yes. And do I have some privilege? Do I have... And do I not have privilege to talk about some things I haven't been through? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, all I can do is take what's given to me and give the best review. Like I said, I know every review is not going to hit. I've done how many reviews now? The season premiere. I think this is my fourth review. And listen, at the end of the day, I think I've done a good review each time, but of course there's probably something that I miss or probably some perspective that people have disagreed with me on. So but yes, indeed. And thank you, Yvette. I appreciate you for seeing my different style as well. So, and honestly, to tell you the truth, I really do feel that, most of the commentary that I give really comes from my parents, because my parents, they've been married over 20 something years. So I really pull from their experience when I do this show. I try to pull from friends that are married, and also too, I try to pull from, my foundation in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's, down south, it really is about having soul, care, and consideration for things that really do matter. So I try to bring that perspective of understanding to every review I do. And also, to each platform requires a different energy. So, when I turn on the night riding music, and you see the background that it is, um, and you see the background that it is, I try my best to make sure that I'm matching calm energy, because at the end of the day, the show is already chaotic. Why come over to YouTube and see a chaotic after show? That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me at all. So, like I said, if you guys want to come up, feel free to come on up. Would love to hear from you and your take on this episode. Or if you have a take, feel free to put it in the chat as well. Definitely would love to hear from you. We're just chilling. Oh, absolutely. I am so grateful to my parents. Like, and here's the thing too. Our our parents, our parents are not going to agree with us on what we do all the time, our parents are not going to agree with what we do all the time, and we're not going to agree with what they do all the time. But at the end of the day, as Dr. Phil has said many times before, just because we may not love, just because we may not love everything that person doesn't mean we don't love them. So, I'd rather have my parents in my life than not in my life. You know what I mean? So I really believe that and mean that and embrace that. So. But yes, indeed. So 5 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're just here chilling out. I'm glad to have all of you here. We're just doing what we do, talking about a little love and marriage, Huntsville. If you want to come on up, feel free. Or if you have an opinion, just put it in the live chat. I'd love to hear from you. Three people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. We've been on the road, by the way, for 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 30 seconds. Oh, my Lord. Lord help. Lord help. Four people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have y'all here. Oh Lord help. Lord Jesus. Mm-mm. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm watching this show on Netflix. So but yes indeed, John. Oh man, three people in the building with me. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm glad to have all of y'all here. I probably will end the stream soon. I was going to end it when I read the Daily Motivator, but then you guys came in, and I'm always don't mind making time for you all, my virtual travels, my virtual tour family. Y'all are the foundation of this tour. Without y'all, there is no tour. You know what I mean? So, but yes, indeed. Four people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for being here. Glad to have all of you here. So, hmm. Hmm. Two people in the building. Thank you all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have y'all here. Oh man. Like I said, I'll probably end it around maybe 2:15, 2:20. So, but I appreciate y'all being here. 4 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hmm. Man, oh man. I hope y'all are enjoying the music. And sometimes if I'm not talking, just know I'm just taking a moment of pause just to enjoy the music. So, hmm. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Hmm. Man. Looks like the numbers are dwindling, ladies and gentlemen. We are still on tour here. Like I said, I'll probably end it at 2:20. And then I'll just extend it for the fireworks and everything. So, 4 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you in the building here with me. And yeah, it's awesome stuff. 6 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. My Lord. 7 people. Thank you all so much. Hi, Carmel Girl. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. We are just chilling out. Still talking about love and marriage, Huntsville. Glad to have you all here. Just chilling on out. 7 people who were in the building. Thank you so much for being here. 6 people in the building now. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Carmel Girl, did you watch the episode? What did you think about it? 8 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Glad to have all of you here. We're just talking some love and marriage, Huntsville. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful night over with a good friend of mine, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and it's been great. It's been wonderful, and I love being here with all of you. So, Oh, my Lord Jesus. Yes, my favorite was when Mel told Laisa off. It seems like that's the moment of the night, Karma Girl. It seems like that is the moment of the night for sure. Yeah, I think Marcel's going to get his behind handed to him here very soon, and I can't wait to see it because it's about time. 8 people in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Would love to see all of you here next Saturday, of course. And we're going to be here every Saturday for new episodes, new after shows, new videos every Saturday night. And of course, Ready to Love, Make a Move will be happening October 13th at 8/7 Central, only on only here, hashtag on keeping it real. And we'll be reviewing that show as well. So ah, 7 people in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. We're just chilling out, talking about love and marriage, Huntsville. So feel free to give your take on everything. Oh my Lord Jesus. This show beef is crazy, y'all. Oh my God. Oh, that is not good at all. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a little much. Um Man, oh man, that whew. Sorry, y'all. It was an intense scene. 6 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are talking about some love and marriage Huntsville here, and yes, indeed. Carmel girl said I had to bury my pet turkey Tucko today. Doing okay right now, but I'm so sad. He will walk me through the evening almost every night. I will miss him. Well, we will miss him for sure over here as well. So Glad to have all of you here. Like I said, if you want to come up on StreamYard, feel free. Otherwise, just type in the chat what you have to say. And if I ever pause, just know that just know I'm just enjoying the music. Hmm. 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 Oh man, I really am enjoying the music. Hmm. Hmm. 5 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. We're just chilling out, listen to some good night riding music on StreamYard. And I'm also talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, damn. Woo, that's rough. 5 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Taisha J says, sorry to hear that, Carmel girl, sending loves and hugs for sure. Very sweet, Taisha J. Yes, indeed. Still on the road here with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Four people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have y'all in the building with me here. Lord. Thanks, Aisha J. I think I'm going to head to bed. Y'all, okay. Have a good night's sleep. We will talk soon. Thank you again. Like I said, Sunday should be the review of Love and Marriage Huntsville with Tea Talk with Your Girl at 5 o'clock. So we'll have our legendary review as we often do. So Taisha J says, good night, Karma Girl. Mm. You know, this beef show from Netflix is quite interesting. It's about two Asian people that have road rage, and this beef just evolves in so many ways, and it's such a fascinating show. Such a fascinating show. That I think it's due for a season two. I would watch it. And it's from A24. If y'all know A24, they are known for some ish. Okay, but this is actually very, very good. So but yes, indeed. So I guess we're just gonna be riding here into the night, listen to the music of the night. So hmm. Hmm. You know, I've been thinking about wanting to do a stream like this where I just, take off my voice here and we just have the nighttime music in this background and just chat in the chat. So I'll probably post a community post asking if y'all would like to do that. I'm thinking maybe we could do that Monday nights or so. I know that Real Housewives of Potomac is coming up. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see. We shall see. We got 3 people hanging in there with us on tour right now. We've been on the road for 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 49 seconds here. Just chilling out. The legendary Paulette Scott is in the building. Hey, I know that shout out to Brown Skin Girl. I know she has her after show still going on right now, probably. I know Wente Talk had her watch party, but I hope all is well, Paulette. How are you? It's good to see you. What did you think of the episode? We're just here chilling out, listening to the nighttime ride and music, and just enjoying just being in good company. So glad to have you. Hang on, y'all. 4 people in the building. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If y'all do want to come up on StreamYard, feel free to come on up. Would love to have you. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with this thing here. Oh, yeah. A point of 5. Oh, my Lord. Not a 5, you say? Not a 5? because Lou and Tiffany put me to sleep. Okay, in what way did they put you to sleep? I mean, I do get it because I mean, at the end of the day, they don't really give a lot. But ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Paulette Scott is on virtual tour live. I am hashtag honored. How are
Hello,
you?
hello, 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 hello.
How
Hello,
are
everyone in the
you?
chat. I'm fine. I'm just pulling up at work, so I still got a few minutes before I gotta go in.
Understood.
Yeah, but yeah, I said in the chat that I would give this episode a 5, only because Tiffany and Lou put me to sleep.
Understood.
Yeah, but other than that, it was a pretty good show. I'm glad that all the Scott's mess is coming out. I'm glad that Mel is actually putting everybody's stuff out there and is not getting edited out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also happy that that we all know that Marsha is a biatch. I mean, pretty much Stormi was telling us stuff that we already knew.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that that man acts like a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it's about time that he's getting called out on it.
No, I definitely agree. And you know what? Honestly, too, I think production has finally recognized their power.
Yeah.
Because think about it, the staff, crew, and production team of this show, they have dealt with them for 8 to 12, 14 hours a day. And I feel like some of them really got some strong feelings about them that they can't say out loud because they don't want to lose their job. But that don't mean we're not in control of what gets on the air. So they
That
just
part.
say, "Hey, listen, we're just gonna let it be what it needs to be," and and honestly, I think that they are handling their assignment very well.
And if you peep this season, they're being extra shady toward them too, with the flashback. And then if you notice when they were at the table and Marsau was talking all that mess, they put up the logo to the show to let him know, okay, you on this platform because of Miss Ma'am across the way from you.
That part. I thought that was so damn slick. I'm like, oh, y'all letting these people know that they're only employees, ain't the operators of this platform. I ain't mad at you. Gotta let them know every once in a while. Not to mention too, with Stormi saying that, it only gives everybody carte blanche to just call him that on social media. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But me personally, I don't think I can let another woman call my man that and we don't go for blows. I'm sorry. I would have had to meet Tisha in the parking lot. Seriously.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Tisha is I'm using special very loosely. I don't think that there's not one woman I know that would put up with that at all.
No, at all. And she said, and it just came out of her mouth so freely. You know what I'm saying? And you sitting right next to your husband, and it's like, I would have been looking at her like, Heifer, you gonna say something? You just gonna let her call me that right here?
And then when Martell saying throw that ass, I'm like, dude, you said that a little too quickly on the draw, bruh.
Didn't he?
Just a little too quickly on the draw. Like, well, you know how they say pistols at dawn? No. He shot right at dawn. It wasn't no build up to that. Like there was no delay with him saying it was a whole sentence. I'm just like, okay, bruh.
Kind of like allegedly he said it before too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy.
Oh my Lord Jesus! And listen, I gave Martell his credit, for standing up for Melody this episode. I gave credit because, in my review, I try to be fair to everybody. And I thought it was good that he said right was right and wrong was wrong with that, because I'm like, what you ain't finna do, regardless if we're together or not, you're not going to disrespect what we created.
But here's the thing, though. With all that being said, all the negative things that have been going on with Mel wouldn't have happened if it wasn't him putting batteries in all these people's bags.
That part.
That we cannot forget.
Yep.
None of this would happen. Like, going to the Scott, dogging her out, and then they coming at her with jabs. And then next thing you know, you got the whole cast coming at her, then turning Stormi against her, which allegedly, to me, I believe he used that revenge piece to turn the whole cast against her.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly. It's like, here, look what Mel's been doing. See, she cheated too. I ain't the only one that was out here doing this. And of course, everybody ran with it. And pretty much he sent everybody off.
Mm-hmm.
So now you want to turn around and try to take up for her now? No, I'm not going, Braylon.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Well, I mean, listen, I actually, you know what? I said that in my review. I said that he doesn't like people using people, but not owning up to the fact that he used people. I'm like, dude, you used your wife and had a whole baby on her.
Mm-hmm.
So trust me, I held Martell's feet to the fire by saying that, listen, I agree with you, but also, bruh, you also are disrespectful. So no, trust me. You now, Paulette, as long as you have known me for being on YouTube, I give it to everybody. Now nobody is safe from me.
Right. But I'm the type. I'm at the point to where I'm never gonna let Martell out of the hot seat. Never, ever.
No,
he's always going to be a dirtbag. I don't care how many times he take up for Melanie, he's still wrong.
No, I'm absolutely
wrong.
And I'm absolutely with you. I don't think he should be out the hot seat either. I was just saying that because this was what was given to us, for review. But outside of that, no, I agree with you. He still is who he is. I mean, that just because it's a moment in time of you doing the right thing doesn't mean that that's the totality of who you are, because your behavior and actions show differently. I agree with you.
And then something else? I fell asleep on the part with Kimmy and Nell. I don't know what happened right there. I like dozed off real quick. When I woke up, the scene was over. And it was a commercial rolling. And I'm like, what happened? Mm-hmm. What happened? Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, with Kimmy and Nell, I was proud of the fact that they were actually able to have a mature conversation, which is what the town hall should have been. Like I said, one of my thumbnails said the city of Townsville was more together than this town hall meeting.
Yeah. Mainly because we had a big baby sitting on the other side. Well, two big babies on the other side of the table.
That part.
They couldn't take constructive criticism.
That part.
One playing on the phone and the other one steady throwing jabs. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, and nothing is ever productive when you're trying to win. You can either be right or you can be happy. And listen, with Kimmy, I felt that I felt where she was coming from, of wanting people who were at the event, but also too, if you're going to invite everybody at the baby reveal to the town hall, then she should have been able to be at the town hall. Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. Like,
And plus, you're talking about a woman that's been in business for 30 years?
Yeah.
So I'm sure she knows a lot about business.
Mm-hmm.
More than anybody that was in that room. And she should have brought her husband too. Then I want to talk about, let's go back to the beginning with Mel and Marsau's conversation. When I tell you Mel wrapped him up and gathered him like coleslaw's ponytail underneath that bun, when I tell you, when she told him, when he was trying to say, like, you ain't this and you ain't that, but she was a millionaire when you met her. You can't take nothing away from that woman. Nothing. Because you are sitting on a $4.5 or $5 million lawsuit.
Yeah, 5.
And in a deposition, you don't know nothing. You acting like you don't know nothing. You pretty much purging yourself. But you want to talk about what she don't have?
Mm-hmm. And not to mention too, when he's, Lord help, not Marsha. When Marsha did say that you filed in bankruptcy,
That part.
You know, the $1 million that she made, you said that you were $1 million in debt on an Instagram live. So, sir,
He
stop.
sure did.
Stop, sir. Like, you keep providing receipts that are being used against you too easily.
And he keeps talking himself into a hole.
That's it. That's
and
it.
it's like the more you talk yourself into a hole, the more your stuff is being exposed.
Mm-hmm. And not to
like,
mention,
sir,
too,
your butt is shown.
Exactly right. And not to mention, too, I don't know of any person who ever says, I'm acting with my wife. I'm an actor. I just, because at that point, and y'all know I leave kids out of this, okay? But I'm just bringing this up in context.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that because y'all know how YouTube can be sometimes. If you're saying that you're acting with your wife, you're acting as a parent too, which means their childhoods weren't real. And that's completely
well, we already know that because he said those are Tisha kids. Yeah, he said those are Tisha kids. Those aren't his children. She don't spend time with those kids. Can you think back like a couple of seasons ago when they were in the living room and the kids were just looking at him like that was the first time they seen him in years? Do you remember that episode?
I think so, yes.
They were sitting in the living room. It was supposed to be like family game night or whatever. And then them kids was looking at their daddy like they ain't never seen him before.
Lord help.
So yeah, I can imagine him acting with her.
Yeah.
And allegedly, well, in my opinion, I believe that they're not even together.
Yeah.
And that's been a word on the street for a minute.
Yes, it has, for a very long time. And listen, at the end of the day, you know, if they do divorce, you know, I think that sometimes the blessing of moving on is for you to be able to be free to move forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and at the end of the day, yes, your past is your past, but your future doesn't have to be that future of your past.
Right.
Because I truly do believe that with these people that we see on TV, if they were around different people, we would get different reactions out of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, about Kimmy, she came in looking like a caramel cinnamon roll in that dress tonight at the cut.
That was a nice dress.
Listen, I would have been like, y'all, Cinnabon order just came in. Excuse me. Baby, no, the Cinnabon order is here. It's outside. What the? Oh, Lord. Yeah. Maurice,
to be honest, when she walked in the door, Braylon, I didn't even know who that was. I was like, oh my God, that's Kimmy. Because the way, I mean, when she walked in, I was like, wait a minute, who is this lady?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's Kimmy. Oh, she had her sunglasses on, her hair flying, and just the dress. I'm like, oh, okay, Kimmy.
Yep. But I would have been outside eating that Cinnabon order and coming back in. Marsau be like, bro, there's icing on your face. Oh, I am so sorry. That cream cheese is dripping good. Okay. Now listen, y'all, when I say this, okay, this is just for entertainment purposes only, okay? Now, of course, you know, Maurice is not going to say that because I don't know. And that's the thing too. I don't know how these couples flirt off camera, but I'm just saying, as a grown man, I see it. Okay, so you know, listen. At the end of the day, just, and this is the thing too. I think we gotta get better at the fact of just because somebody is saying something like that doesn't mean that they're being disrespectful. You know what I mean? Because y'all know what disrespect actually is. Me calling Kimmy a caramel cinnamon roll is nothing compared to other things that have been said. Okay, let's not do that.
Right. But the things that come out of her mouth, though, ooh, child.
Yeah, that kegel situation is going to be quite interesting in the next episode. Just
still looking at her with the side eye. See, my eye is going to the side. I'm looking at you, girl.
Yeah. And I think people really want to support Kimmy. I think the problem is she keeps accepting his behavior.
Yeah.
Of disrespect. And I think that's the reason why people just really do not want to support her.
Right. And then here we go again next week for the next episode. We going back to her libido. Why? Why are we going back there? This should be over with. I don't want to talk about you and your husband and how you can't give it to your husband. I'm tired of that. Y'all got other stuff that we can talk about. Like, where the heck is Jalen? Where is he? We haven't seen him on the show in I don't know how long. She don't even talk about us on.
What's happening with Marsau Jr., his progress. Also too, credit one, what's happening with that. And here's the thing, right?
If there is a credit one.
Right, if there is a credit one. And here's the thing, right? I can only imagine to go from a regular schmegular life to being known overnight. I can only imagine what that is, right? So I get that you have to protect your image. However, as Kimmy said to Destiny in the last reunion, this may not be the platform for you if you're not willing to be public about things.
Right. Yeah, because we see where they got Destiny. So did you talk about the reunion? Did you talk about that? Did you talk about the look?
So I did talk about the looks, and I've been seeing all the videos. Now here's the thing, y'all. Just because I don't post a video doesn't mean I don't see the notifications. I did see Nell's look.
Love it.
Listen,
Love it.
I think that Chris got into some gold in the gold mine that night. Okay, I'm just going to leave that right there.
Braylon? There you go.
Listen, come on now. Listen, I'm being respectful, but she wasn't gold, okay? She wasn't gold.
She did look good.
Yes,
she did look good.
Kiki looked beautiful as well.
I haven't seen Kiki.
Say again?
I haven't seen Kiki.
Kiki, she had like this purple glitter shimmer dress. It looked cute for what it was. I did get the makeup artist getting involved with Kiki. Like, if what someone's saying is not true about you, don't give it any energy. But if you give it energy, it must be true to some degree at that point. Because no, go ahead.
Let me get my opinion real quick.
Sure.
And maybe the ladies or the people down in the chat might agree with me. They might not, but let me give you my opinion. By the way Tisha looked, the dress, the hair, the makeup, the shoe, the god awful shoe. That is telling me that somebody is messing with your man, girl. That was straight sabotage.
Yeah, I have to agree because the dress that we're talking about, everybody, it is this green kind of genie dress.
Awesome.
And honestly, to tell you the truth, I saw the last reunion. That dress was a beautiful dress on Tisha. Tisha could have gotten it.
That dress outdoes this dress that she wore this season.
Yeah.
Period.
And then, of course, Melody just shutting it down as the definition of Renaissance. Like, just, I really do wonder how Martell feels to walk into a walk in a sound stage and see the blessing that you could have still had looking that damn good without you. That's just, damn. That's
feel
rough.
Like a heel. He got the heel sitting right on his face. Yee-haw, yee-haw, that's a heel. Like on the cartoon back in the day.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Listen, to use another cartoon reference, is you is or is you ain't my baby. To use Tom and Jerry. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
But back to what I was saying. Sure. You remember the movie Why Did I Get Married, right? Okay, so remember the girl that was sneaking around with Jill Scott's husband? Remember in the movie?
Yes, I do.
And remember she took her to the lingerie store. And, ooh, I think Mike would love this. And
Yes,
then
yes,
when she
indeed.
come out with it, on, Mike like, where you get that from? And she was like, yes, old girl, she picked this out for me. And he was like, she picked it out for you. And he bust out laughing. I'm like, yeah, this is the same scenario right here. So if
Yeah.
something went on between Marsau and that girl, I totally believe it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way she hooked her up for this reunion, yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it.
No, I agree, and honestly, too, I feel bad for that actor from Why Did I Get Married, because he was really just trying to do his job,
Yeah,
and and sometimes, y'all, we take on personas a little too damn much, because there was a point in time that dude was really getting real hate on the street.
yeah,
Like, I can't stand you because of how you treated her, but it's like, hang on, y'all, he's a whole human being. Okay, that was just a movie, but also too, it
yeah.
goes to show how well he did his job. Now, I'm
Hmm.
grateful I'm not
But
the
see, it's
age where I'm
him and the
right.
dude that played Charles. What's the dude named Charles? The dude Charles that what was it? Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Yeah.
He got to play
Oh
me
my
too.
lord. Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is rough. I mean, even though it died down, and this is the thing too, just because the movie dies down, just because a project dies down, doesn't mean that the connection doesn't leave the audience. And I don't think
Right.
Tyler Perry could have predicted that those two characters and those two brothers would get the hate, and I mean genuine hate, that they
Yeah.
get from the fans. I don't think Tyler tried to set them up for that. And for what it is, I think they are both real respectful men for taking it on the chin. Because I don't know, after a while, I'm like, okay, look here, y'all. I'm getting sick of y'all ish. All right. I didn't want to play it. Okay. But I did my job. Okay. So, but then again, if you really think about it, if anybody would have played that role, they will also
Yeah,
got the hate.
that's true. Okay, well, Braylon, it's been a joy getting up here and talking to you, buddy. I gotta go back.
Absolutely.
I gotta
No,
go in here and go.
I
Come
love
on.
you as always, and feel free to come back on Virtual Tour Live anytime. I love you very much. You know that.
Love you too, boo. All right, see
Talk
you later.
soon. All right, much
Good
love.
night.
Good
Good
night, good
night,
night,
y'all
good
down
night.
in the chat.
Yes, indeed. See, this is why I love YouTube, y'all. This is the exact reason why, because this is how social media is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be drama and chaos and toxicity. It's supposed to be really good damn energy. You know what I mean? So, welcome into Virtual Tour Live, everybody. We are on the road, chilling out here. We have been going for 2 hours, 52 minutes, and 44 seconds. Just chilling out. We have had Rosemary on tonight. We just had Paulette Scott on for just a little bit. She's about to head into her job and do great things, and took a little time out to come on tour with us. So appreciate that indeed. We've been driving here for almost a 3-hour road trip, y'all. So yeah, every time I try to pull into the garage, you guys keep coming, and I appreciate y'all for being here. So. Six people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. We are just on the road on Virtual Tour Live, and having a really, really wonderful time. Oh my Lord Jesus. Like I said, feel free to come on up if you guys have a take on what you're seeing tonight. Love and Marriage Huntsville ended just hours ago, and we are really just kind of chilling out here together as one, giving our takes on the episode that was. And yeah, glad to have all of you here. 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. So it has basically almost been 3 hours since the episode has dropped. And yes, indeed. So. Oh, my Lord Jesus. 5 people in the building with us. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have y'all here. Six people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of y'all here. Feel free if you guys have something to say about tonight's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Or if you want to come up on StreamYard, just click the link right there. Would love to hear from you. Just been chilling out. Yes, indeed. 4 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. Oh, my Lord. Four people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's almost been a 3-hour road trip here. Been glad to have all of you here. So. This show was so damn good. This beef show. I hope it comes back for a second season. Six people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm glad to have all of you here. I know some of y'all are just chilling out with me. I'm glad to have y'all here. We're listening to some nighttime riding music. We're watching this show called Beef, and it's a powerful, powerful show. And actually, you know what? I need to look up the ending of Beef. Hmm. 6 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Glad to have all of you here. And yeah, I would love to hear from all of you and what you have to say. Yes, indeed. We are on a 3-hour tour. I think that's everybody who came through tonight. I appreciate everybody who came through. Taisha J, Paulette Scott, Carmel Girl, T Talk with your girl, course Yvette Bell, Sexy Mommy at 60. Let's see who else came through here. Rosemary, Stephanie Norris came through. Nikki News came through. Tina Turner came through. Strawberry Taffy came through. Shan came through, of course. Linda Gamble, the legendary Linda Gamble, and Talk with Solana as well came through here as well. So thank you all so much for being here. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Hang on, y'all. Y'all give me a moment. I'm going to be right back. I'm still here with y'all. Just give me a moment. Thank y'all all for being here. Hey, everybody. I am BACK. Thank you all for still being here with me. 3 hours on the road. Man, oh, man. Mm. 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 Hey, 4 people in the building. Thank you all so much for hanging in there with me. I'm glad to have all of you in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hmm. 4 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're just in the after show of Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's it. We're just in the after show, y'all. We're just chilling. Listen to some good music. And just driving. As you can see, the background there is literally just me driving there. Just there we go. So I'm able to do that now. That's kind of cool. But yes, indeed. Hmm. So anybody else got any questions, comments, concerns about the episode before I head off of here? Because I'm probably gonna watch maybe a couple episodes of a Netflix show, and then I probably will head to sleep. So because I got work in the morning. But of course Sunday will be Sunday we'll try to do the live at 5 review with Tea Talk with your girl. So check that out tomorrow. If not Sunday, we'll do it Monday. We always try to do either Sunday or Monday, but me and Tea Talk try to give y'all a good weekend of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So it's Saturday night, the episode. Then right after that, 9/8 Central, right here is the after show. And then, of course, y'all know new videos every Saturday night at 9:01 p.m. of the episode you just watched. And then Sunday or Monday, it's me and T-Talk. So we try to give y'all that every weekend. Because let me tell you, these review shows are huge shows on YouTube. So I almost think we're kind of doing what AfterBuzz TV does normally. And AfterBuzz TV is an after show network that they review shows, just like we're doing right now. So, but yes, indeed. I'm probably gonna let it last until 3 hours and 30 minutes, and then probably just cut it off, honestly. So. But I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Y'all okay? All right, y'all. Well, it looks like one person is here, so I'll go ahead and wrap it up early. With that being said, we have been on the road now for about. Y'all okay? For real? For real? Okay, now we've been on the road for 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 10 seconds. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming through tonight. With that being said, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you are always more a blessing and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but at the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why it's one thing to call yourself, is nothing. Be chosen, one love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully, by spending time together, we'll rise up to be great together. Always remember, where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that at the end of the day, you gotta let people know who you are. Make sure the replay starts just works for you to watch it, not just for you to listen to, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. I will see you real soon. Good night, everybody.